What are the best low-maintenance indoor plants? Indoor plants are scenic and create a calm, natural ambience to your interiors. They are also mood uplifting and can keep you occupied. Owning and caring for an indoor plant may be both therapeutic and fulfilling, giving their vast array. You can choose one that best suits your needs. Some indoor plants have extra beneficial aspects aside from their aesthetic value. These indoor plants can be cared for by people who spend much time away from home since they do not crave much of your attention. They thrive even in your absence. Snake plant. This is a hardy indoor plant that grows well under low sunlight, not much water, and craves little attention. Rarely suffers from insect infestation and has an air purifying property in which airborne elements like benzene and formaldehyde are absorbed. The snake plant comes in a myriad variety of over 70. Some of the smooth, sword-shaped leaf plants come in green with yellow or white variegations, others deep green. Overwatering leads to rotting. To plant new ones, cut the leaves and dip in water for rooting. You can also divide the mother plant while ensuring to include new leaves. ZZ plant. Originally an outdoor plant from Africa, the ZZ plant is a hardy indoor plant that does not require any specialized care. Many people often mistake it for an artificial plant, especially if potted and placed on an open flat surface. The oval-shaped leaves appear waxy and are smooth, dark green that equally thrives under low light. The ZZ plant is also an air purifier. Propagating the ZZ plant from the rhizomes is easy. This can also be done by cutting a stem that has 2 or 3 leaves and putting it in water or soft soil to allow for rooting. Spider plant. The spider plant is a thin, leafy green and white variegated indoor plant that produces trailers that hang downwards to create a fountain-like appearance. It is very appealing to the eyes, especially when planted from a hanging basket. They are also ground covers. Caring for spider plants is easy. Watering is not often needed. Check the ground surface using your finger and add water only if dry. It is a fast-growing and does well under medium light. Trailers are used to propagate new plants and can also be shared with friends. You could plant in pots and use them as gifts. Pothos. These are green harp-shaped leafy plants that thrive under very minimal light. However, more light increases the variegation on leaves. Pothos is best planted in hanging baskets or pots, while new stems sprout downwards. These stems can be cut to propagate new plants. Pothos is also good climbers if supported on strings along vertical surfaces and has air purifying properties. Pothos only need to be watered occasionally and stems broken if too much length is undesired. To propagate new plants, place a stem inside low-level water for a few weeks until roots appear. Then transplant in a pot with soil. Peace lily is a green-leaved indoor plant that produces white, spade-shaped flowers, which resemble its leaves. It tolerates drought well and usually suffers more from too much water than not being watered at all. Medium to low light encourage dark leaves with increased foliage, but with minimal flowering. Peace lilies purify the air. Young shoots appear on the sides and are used to propagate new mother plants. In cases where the plant is too full in its pot, divide it into 2 at the root level to transplant into a different pot. Overcrowding and excess light diminish its growth. What is the easiest houseplant to take care of? That will be the ZZ plant. You only need to water it once every 2 or 3 weeks. The ZZ plant is suitable for office places or homes that do not have much natural light or even under artificial lighting. Any well-draining soil will support its growth. No fertilizer is needed. Just ensure that the room is at the right humidity and not too cold, as this is not conducive for this scenic indoor plant that is originally from the tropics of Africa. You can easily propagate the CC plant either by dividing the plant at the root level, including the tubers on both ends, or cuttings that are put in well-drained soils for rooting. You will not need to repot the CC plant often since it is a fairly slow growing, achieving an average height of 3 to 5 feet. Generally, the CC plant does best when left alone.